Because a true God lives forever. Okay? So we're going back to that, brothers. We're going back to living forever, being the true gods that we're supposed to be. And this is what's happening, and it starts with the elect of the nation of Israel, the chosen few that the Lord is calling right now.
The brother Azan Ahmath, and first off, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to my elders and apostles, head bishops, priests, and seers of Great Millstone. All right. Shalom to the Bayasha Dawadah, the 1/3, all right, and the hopeful elect. So, we see Esau working. We see the works of the devil in play, all right? The great accusation is amongst us. They are going to attempt a Herculean effort, all right, to link the Hebrew Israelites to domestic terrorism, using Jacob as the face of violence, right? It's been shootings all over America, okay, the last 2 weeks, all right? And we're looking at this right here. The FBI is now involved, you know, but it's sloppy. You see, that train shooting in New York City, right? Sloppy. It all smells and appears to be a total setup, okay? All right, to bring order out of chaos. Okay, because that's the plan, to bring order out of chaos. That's what all this is about. Okay, now they came with the black identity extremists. All right, they called us super thugs, right? Joe Biden. And now it's black nationalist. Okay, all right, so Esau's going to use his media to push his initiative. Okay, right? Which Yahweh Shai was. He was a Hebrew Israelite nationalist, all right, because he was for his people. And Esau right here wants that birthright back.
But here at Prime Time, we've been doing some investigating.
See, this is all a setup, man. This brother just walking down the street casually, you know. He called the FBI and gave him a tip, all right. You know, it wouldn't be beyond me if he works for them. Okay? See, we're not blinded by the tricks of Esau Edom, man. All right, let's get 1 Peter 5:8. And it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour. All right, and his job is to devour up the so-called black man, woman, and child. All right, these devils. It says your adversary is the devil. We know the devil is Esau Edom. All right, just listen to the wordplay that these devils have. Okay, all right, to point the finger at Jake, making you the face of a criminal.
And found some very disturbing videos on his social media pages where he's just spewing black nationalist ideology. Quote, white people and black people, as we call ourselves, should not have any contact with each other. In another video, he said, a factory reset on humanity is needed in order for you to have any thought of having a effing future. There are people, white people in this country, because I'm getting tired of you, and I'm black. He continued, quote, I am so happy, I have a sense of joy. I've seen a side to human beings, and they need to die. They need to suffer and drop effing dead. He went on to celebrate the confirmation of Judge Ketanji Brown, but the fact that she was married to a white guy made him furious. Quote, yeah, our black sister, Supreme Court Justice, power to the people, is married to an effing white man. I don't believe this belief. In one video, he can be seen outside screaming at unsuspecting people just walking down the street. Quote, F you and your white ass too, you white racist mother effer. You're something less than human today. You shouldn't even exist. You're a crime against effing nature, you Spanish-speaking mother effer.
So you don't think the FBI And these devils are going to try to connect our videos on YouTube and how we cuss out Esau with this guy right here. See, this is all a plot and a scheme. This devil was ready to come down with great wrath and demonize us as a destructive people, okay, who hate. This is a setup to call the Hebrew Israelites, okay, men of hate speech, and try to connect us to violent acts that are going on right now, right? You see? See, this is all a plot and a plan. Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord said, answer me. And he said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. The spirit of Esau Edom is lifted up. All right, Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Okay? All right? His soul which is lifted up is not upright. Let's get that in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 3474. Yasher. Yasher.
Yasher, right? Okay. It means to go straight. To be straightforward, to be upright. All right? To have an upright spirit, to make right, to make straight. All right? So the Lord said he can't be straight because he made him crooked. All right? Let's get Ecclesiastes 7:13. This is Ecclesiastes 7:13. Consider the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For who can make that straight, which he hath made crooked? Okay? The Lord made them crooked. All right? So they can't be straight. They're a crooked people. They're derived in wickedness. Okay? The soul in him is crooked. All right? The soul in these devils are crooked. Right? Let's get a precept. Isaiah. And let's go to Isaiah 27 to get a precept, right? This is Isaiah 27:1. In the day of the Lord, which his sword and great strong sword shall punish the Leviathan and piercing serpent. All right? Even Leviathan, that crooked serpent. Okay, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. All right? So that dragon in the sea, all right, is the spirit of these devils. Okay?
For years, this freak was letting the world know his deepest, darkest thoughts. And big tech never flagged it. They consider themselves the speech police of what's right and wrong to post. Saying gender is real is considered hate speech online. But kill Whitey is just fine? Remember the Waukesha massacre, where Daryl Brooks rammed his SUV through a Christmas parade, injuring 62 and killing 6? Brooks also has a lengthy record and shared plenty of posts on social media calling for violence against white people, saying Hitler was right, and comparing cops to the Klan. We reached out to the FBI to see if they figured out what his motive was for plowing down innocent civilians. And the FBI referred us to local authorities who haven't gotten back to us. Last April, Noah Green rammed his car into 2 officers at the nation's capital, killing one of the officers. He was a follower of that outspoken anti-Semite Louis Farrakhan. And in Louisville,
there's no such thing as an anti-Semite. We're Shemites. All right? See, us preaching the Bible on the corners, it's prophecy coming to pass, and them seeing us, it's confounding them. So they got to come up with plots and stories and connections, all right, to try to go through YouTube and find videos of us, connect us to these brothers. Okay, we have nothing to do with this right here. Let's make that very clear, all right? So you can't attach our characters with these brothers right here, man. Okay, and the system of law is totally wicked. It's absolutely corrupt. All right? It's absolutely corrupt. Whereas 99.9% of the time, all right, the district attorney is an Edomite. Okay, definitely the prosecutor and the judge will be Edomites, man. See, he's a spin doctor, right? A master manipulator. See? Right? Listen how he describes Jake.
Quintez Brown, who was once honored by Barack Obama and made appearances on MSNBC, was arrested for trying to assassinate a Jewish mayoral candidate, Craig Greenberg. A local BLM chapter bailed him out soon after posting 100 G's. He supported armed militant groups online and talked about revolutionary communism and black nationalism. And these are far from isolated incidents. Corey Ali Muhammad, David Anderson, and Micah Xavier Johnson all had ties to black nationalism and all murdered many in their cities. The FBI failed to stop any of these people.
So let's look at this. All right. How a white nationalist leader wants to go mainstream with his racist movement. All right. Are you calling for this white devil, okay, to be on the FBI list? You know, why isn't this man and men like this sought after? They went up to your Capitol, destroyed the place, breaking into rooms. Not one person shot dead. If Jake would have went up there, everybody would have got laid down. Okay? All right? Now listen to this devil and what he says, and when he's done speaking, they're going to salute him with Hail Hitlers and shit. But this is not hate speech.
Then came this event in November, celebrating Donald Trump's election victory in downtown Washington, D.C.
America was, until this past generation, a white country.
It was a forum for the National Policy Institute, a kind of white nationalist think tank Spencer runs. His keynote address ended with Nazi salutes.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
The Holocaust Museum, Anti-Defamation League, and others
Look at
denounced the
that.
speech as an anti-Semitic attack.
See?
Spencer says his racist provocations are purposeful.
The alt-right has come a long way. Donald Trump as a...
Right? So this is okay. So this is cool. Right? Why isn't that on a national broadcast? So to combat Edomite supremacy, not white, because you're not white. White represents pureness or sinless. Victory. Look up the adjectives to define white and look at what it says for black. It's total opposite. So to drown out their white supremacy, their Edomite supremacy, they're calling us black nationalists. The Hebrew Israelite man may be the #1 enemy against the state soon. All right? Listen to this devil. Okay? It's more spewing on Jake. They're trying to connect and paint a picture.
For years, Frank James posted black supremacist rants on his YouTube channel for all to see. Some of these videos date back to 2013 and continue to very recently. He uploaded within the last few days. Overnight, the journalist Andy No unearthed a number of these posts. You can go find them online. We're not going to show them to you. But we want to read you some excerpts so you have some idea of what this man was thinking. In one video he posted to YouTube, James declares that, quote, white people and black people, as we call ourselves, should not have any contact with each other. Blacks and whites, so-called, should not even be in the same hemisphere. James seemed especially enraged that Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, Joe Biden's Supreme Court pick, had married a white man. Quote, I had no idea that she would be married to a white man. Yeah, our black sister Supreme Court Justice, power to the people, is married to an effing white man. In other posts, James called for violence against people on the basis of their skin color. In one video, James says, for example, that, quote, the white MFers that I want to kill, you know, I really want to kill them because they're white.
So they're going to keep playing this and try to connect the dots, but it ain't going to work, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not going to allow that to happen. Okay? See, this is that serpent that's in the sea. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 32. This is Isaiah 32:5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to the bountiful. All right? What is a vile person? Foolish, a senseless fool, right? And they are known to be base men, stupid, wicked, right? Aren't they the border of wickedness? All right. So this is the vile person we're speaking about. All right. That flying serpent, Esau Edom. Right. And it says, for the vile person will speak valiantly, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy. All right. To practice hypocrisy. This is a hypocrite. This is a white nationalist. But he's not on the FBI list. We ain't never even heard of this joker. You see? And he's influencing politics. The National Policy Institute. Come on, man. All right. See, Jay got to wake up and understand who your enemy is. Okay. It says to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord. Hey, man, there are adversaries against the Lord Yahweh. To make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Right? The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices, destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. And pursuing to 2 Corinthians 2:11, let's get that. All right? Hey, we're not ignorant to those devices. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of his devices. Right? We're not ignorant to what they're trying to do and what they're trying to paint. Right? Hey, you got to have your head on the swivel to understand what's going down out here. This is a wicked devil. Right?
Again, that white supremacists, right-wing Trump voters, are the #1 terror threat in the United States of America. Here's Biden.
We must confront and defeat political extremism, white supremacy, and domestic terrorism. White supremacy.
You have to watch that movie on Netflix 13. All right, these devils are crafty, and their job is to manipulate the situation, plot, scheme. They use their media as witchcraft to cast spells. See, this is a newscasting, casting of spells, right? And they throw this debacle in our face and point the finger at Jake. Meanwhile, the president, his son is about to get indicted for crack cocaine, drugs, money laundering. But he's a free man walking around, right? What about the supermodel, okay, who killed her dude, who was an Israelite, okay? Because she's rich and got bread, all right? She's walking around freely. You see? We just read about the hypocrite, right? And let's get that. Let's get Job. Because this joy of this hypocrite is about to be finished, man. All right? Let's get Job 20. Job 20:5. The triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay? It's but for a moment. See, they about to come down, man. The Lord's about to put them down. Let me finish that off. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, he shall perish like his own dung. All right? They which have seen him should say, where is he? All right? Because the Lord is going to put an end to these damn devils, man. This supermodel killed Jake and is walking around free. Okay? The broad got blood all over her. Caught with a knife. Fatal Miami stabbing shows IG model, and this is why she's free. Because she's an IG model and got millions, and she's an Edomite. How more damning could it be? What if this was a sister? Okay? Right? Now let's go into here. This woman is facing no charges. Hypocrites.
After a stabbing death in Miami.
A man allegedly killed by his own girlfriend. So why hasn't she been charged? Local 10's Nella Sabovic live with details on this. Nella.
The big question is here, was this done in self-defense? Miami police investigators say that this is an ongoing and very active investigation. Meantime, we spoke with a group of friends that knew this couple very well, and they detail a rocky relationship.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Obumseli was fatally stabbed by Clenny on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Obumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Clenny acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
So she's walking around free right now, not even detained. Okay, she's an Edomite model, all right, and got money. So you think they're gonna put her in jail? No, man. Right? Because white supremacy, Edomite supremacy is running this thing. All right?
And in fact, since Joe Biden took office, there has not been a single deadly attack by a white supremacist or a QAnon shaman. At the same time, since Joe Biden took office, a BLM supporter rammed his car into a barricade at the Capitol and murdered a police officer. Then another BLM supporter ran over dozens of people, including children, at a Christmas parade in Wisconsin, in Waukesha, killing 6 people. Many more remain. Most recently, a BLM supporter, and by the way, an honoree of the Barack Obama Foundation, tried to assassinate a mayoral candidate in Kentucky. Again, most people who commit acts of violence like this are mentally ill.
And what they want to do is blame you and come after you. All right, let's go to Ezra 4, because these devils want their birthright back and they want to be a part of this. Just like Vocab, he really want to be an Israelite, but he can't. And this is Ezra 4:2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him. So they want to build with us. Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, you have nothing to do with us. All right, you have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord, Yahweh, God of Israel. All right, and what happened? See, they started accusing us. They hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose. All the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Okay, so these devils want to build with us, but they can't, and they hurt. They finished. All right, you see, and that's what they're gonna do, man. They, you got Jake out here in California running into stores, stealing. Right, you got Jake committing murders, but it ain't just Jake. All you nations is killing and murdering, but you making Jake the face of it. And what's going to happen is it's going to come back and bite you in your ass, because you're not going to connect, all right, no 2/3 with the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, let's get Job 15:6 and close out. It says, thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yet thine own lips testify against thee, because they are the fathers of falsehood. See? All right? Psalm 7:14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and he hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. Right? Psalms 144:8. Whose mouths speak vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Okay? So our right hand is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, of righteousness, of truth. Their right hand, all right, is the spiritual demon Satan working through these devils right here. Right? And their job is to demonize you. And they're going to come with everything they got in these last days, man. Okay? Be circumspect. Discern the times. Watch your back. Be smart. All right, so I hope this lesson has been edifying to the body and elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. By Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. It's the brother Azan Ahmath. On to the next. Shalom.